Americans are driving less, whether that's because of more fuel-efficient cars or greater use of mass transit. No one seems to be quite sure. But here's something we do know with a certain amount of certainty. Less miles people drive means less gas consumption, which means less money for government coffers. CCTV's Jessica Stone has details.
Every time they fill up at the gas pump, American drivers in most U.S. states are paying both a federal and often a state tax bill. Both governments use that revenue to fix highways, bridges, and roads. In fact, it makes up nearly half of state highway budgets and more than 90% of the Federal Highway Trust Fund. But electric vehicles like these and more fuel-efficient vehicles have changed the equation. Since its peak in June 2007, Americans, for a variety of reasons, have been buying less gasoline.
When you have your fuel-efficient vehicles and electric vehicles not having to fill up as often as the gas station, that's definitely hitting the revenues that could be going into the Highway Trust Fund.
Patrice Vincent of the American Automobile Association, or AAA, says the gap between the needs of America's aging infrastructure and the funds to pay for its repair has now reached a critical point.
The Highway Trust Fund is scheduled to go bankrupt in less than 2 years, maybe as early as 2015, 2016.
In response, legislatures in these 9 states have proposed raising the state gas tax. But that's just one of a handful of options, which also include tolls, increased sales tax, and user-based mileage fees. In order to pay for transportation projects here in Virginia, the legislature decided to do something different. Instead of hiking the gas tax, they decided to eliminate it altogether, instead replacing it with a wholesale gas tax and a higher sales tax. Virginia's new tax structure isn't a flat fee, but a percentage of a sale, so it keeps up with inflation. But it will also make spikes in gas prices more painful for drivers here. Still, the AAA's Patrice Vincent says culturally, Americans are likely to keep their cars.
I don't think the fear of Americans not buying and driving their cars is in the real near future.
It's just something Americans like to do.
We like our cars.
Jessica Stone, CCTV, Falls Church, Virginia.